Hello, my name is Sammy Schwab, and welcome to the My Fantasy Team Sucks. I got killed in week 1. What should I do version of SSKN? Okay, you lost week 1 in fantasy. You drafted RG3, hoping he was going to have a great comeback year. You bet big on the Rams and their return to LA. Well, they sucked. You were stuck and you don't know what to do. Don't panic. Fantasy Guru Sammy is here with you on advice for who you should pick up and who's going to be great this year, which you should start. Plus, a fantasy pick of the week from a football expert. Here are some NFL studs that are going to have awesome years this year. First, Eddie Lacy from the Packers. He lost weight and he's faster and fitter than ever, and you surely don't want to tackle him. Now, let's hear what he has to say about SSKN.
I'm Eddie Lacy, and I love Sammy Sports Kids Network.
For some wide receivers that are going to have great years, Doug Baldwin, Brandon Cooks, who had 33 points last week in fantasy, Deshaun Jackson, who's the #1 receiver for the Redskins, and Calvin Benjamin, who's going to have a great year coming back from the ACL tear from last year in the Panthers. Another running back that's going to have a very good year is C.J. Anderson. With them losing Peyton, I feel C.J. Anderson is going to be a big threat and going to be getting the ball a lot. And that showed in week 1 since he had a great week. Now for tight ends, Jordan Reed, who's on the Redskins, is going to have a great year as a big target, who's very good at catching. Another tight end, Julius Thomas. He's back. He's back again, and he's going to do great in the Jaguars this year. Okay, now on to our fantasy expert, Maddie.
Thanks, Sammy.
Yep, okay. Who do you think is going to have a quiet but amazing year this year in fantasy?
Definitely Stefon Diggs from the Minnesota Vikings. He was a beast at the University of Maryland and will have a monster year of fantasy football.
I agree with that. Great choice.
Thank you, Sammy.
Okay, these players that I'm about to name don't have as big of names as the big players like Antonio Brown, Todd Gurley, Julio Jones, but they're going to have a great year. First, Sterling Shepard for the New York Giants. With Eli Manning always throwing a lot of touchdowns, and with 2 great receivers in Odell Beckham Jr. and Victor Cruz having the 2 best cornerbacks guarding them, Sterling Shepard is going to be open and have a great year, having at least 7 touchdowns. Another wide receiver is Willie Snead from the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees always throws touchdowns, just like the family of the coaching Ryans destroys wings. 3 more wide receivers that are going to have exceptional years. First, Mike Wallace from the Ravens. He had a great week 1, and from switching around from team to team, I think the Ravens is where he's going to stay for a few years. He's going to have a very good year, and I'm excited to see him this year. Oh yeah, by the way, he does the nightly news too. Another one is Donte Moncrief from the Indianapolis Colts. With Andrew Luck being back this year, he's going to get a lot of targets and have a lot of good games. Finally, Josh Gordon. After finally playing, he's going to play in week 5, and I don't even know how long after being suspended 4 games. He's going to have a great year being the #1 wide receiver when he comes back in the Browns. Even though RG3 might be a little injured, I think that whoever it is, he's going to be catching a lot of touchdowns and having very good games. My final 2 people, Theo Riddick. Even though he's not the first running back at Detroit Lions behind Amir Abdullah, great year, especially if it's in PPR. He has a lot of catches and gets a lot of touchdowns. And finally, the Vikings D, or what they used to call back then the Purple People Eaters. Watch out for them. They're going to be scoring a lot of touchdowns in D this year. That's it for my fantasy football. It's week 1, and my team sucks, and I don't know what to do version of SSKN. That's it, and Schwab out.